If you're a beginner to mountaineering and all of the gear selections, route difficulty, route navigation has your head spinning, this is the video for you. Even though I have climbed most of the major Cascade volcanoes here in the Pacific Northwest, that does not make me an expert, but I'm definitely no longer a beginner. First, let's start with the fun part. Let's start with the gear. So in mountaineering, there's kind of a big five in my mind. Simply is your crampons, ice axe, boots, helmet, and then harness. When everybody thinks of mountaineering, they usually think of an ice axe. Now, what an ice axe does is allows you to self-arrest or basically stop yourself from moving in the snow.
Okay, so our buddy just fell from here all the way down, could not arrest, almost into that crevasse.
Now, this is basically your number one survival tool when you are in the mountains besides this. This has a bunch of alternate uses as well. This part here, I believe it's called the adze. I don't have to look that up. It can be used to chip in steps if you're on a very precarious slope, so you can actually step there and get your crampons in there. Obviously, the tip here is going to be used for self-arrest. The bottom here can be used for a self-belay, where you can put it straight down into the ground like that. It can also be used as an anchor. So it can be used this way, it can be used as a T-anchor, it can be used also to pad the lip of a crevasse to help haul people out of the crevasse easier. Now, there are a ton of different styles of ice axes, and usually for beginners, the first thing that they go to is that longer staff by Black Diamond. And that's the one that I had for a while, and it's pretty good for glacier travel. You can kind of use it as a walking stick, some people use it as a cane, but eventually when you start to get into a little bit more technical terrain, at least like with like a hood summit or something like that, I picked up this Petzl Summit Evo that has more of a curved shaft here for better leverage when you're in the high dagger position and you're having to try and climb something that's pretty vertical. Some people are for and against the wrist slings. I generally kind of like them just because of the fact that this did end up falling out of my hand. It would still be attached to my wrist. Now, some people also say that if you did fall and it falls out of your hand, then it's attached to your wrist, but it's still flying down the mountain and could definitely impale you. So now, one thing for ski tours and something that I recently picked up is called a whippet. And a whippet is basically a small ice axe attachment to the top of a trekking pole, so that you don't really do the classic hosier move of bringing an ice axe for a ski tour when you actually didn't really need a full-blown ice axe and extra weight. You could just get away with something that would be a little smaller, like a whippet, just in case there was a little bit of technical terrain. But for the most part, you know that there probably isn't going to be. It's just kind of an extra safety mechanism. So make sure whatever bag it is that you're going to be using for mountaineering has an ice axe attachment specifically made for it.